What up? Welcome back to Cool Kid TCG. Here we have a match for today: Usopp versus Usopp. Playing the mirror. We won the dice roll. We're going to go first. Thinking a lot about that hand. It had a Kyros, it had a Searcher, it had an Endale blocker. Definitely could have kept. Wouldn't have been. Let's say, I wouldn't be upset if that was my hand I mold into. But we have a mold, so let's try to find stage. To try to find some searchers. Yeah, we're really hoping to find stage. That's the idea here. Whoever can find stage probably is going to win this game first, or whoever can find it first, and then whoever's going to see the most Rebecca's. That's kind of like how this matchup goes in my opinion. But we start off, we don't have stage, but we do have a Rebecca searcher, hoping to find it here. Not going to find it. Could grab a 2K, could grab a Frankie blocker, could grab Kyros. We're going to grab Kyros. And now we're in an unfortunate spot where we don't have any searchers. We can't search. We're just gonna have to hope we draw. He's going to tap one for a Leo, and he's going to grab a Rebecca and a Kira. So he has two pieces of, like, he has the combo basically, and he also has stage. So he's on track to, like, we need to catch up essentially at this point, because as soon as we get to 7 Dawn, it's going to be over. I swing 8 in a life because I don't have a play. I wish I had an Adale blocker or something or a Barto blocker, but we don't have anything we can play other than Toy Soldier, and that's just better as a counter in hand. He swings 5 in a life. We give him the 2K, and then he taps 4 for the Cavendish. I'm gonna swing 6 in a life, and then I'm gonna tap 4 for a Cavendish of my own, and hopefully that Cavendish is gonna give us some draw power. Hopefully he can stick around. We get to draw 2, trash 1 on attack. He's going to get that right now. He gets to swing 6 in the life, draw 2, trash 1. We'll give him the 2K Sabo. He's going to tap 1 for a Leo. He gets to search again. He's thinking on what to pick up. He's going to pick up Gats, which is a 2K, but also can give allow Dressrosa characters to attack active characters. And he's going to grab an Adale blocker. And then he's going to pitch that Adale blocker. And then he's going to swing 6 in a life. We'll take this one, no trigger. He taps 4 for a Frankie blocker. We still haven't drawn stage. We still haven't drawn Rebecca. We're very far. We know he's going to Rebecca Kyros next turn. We have one last hope to find them, which is draw 2, trash 1 with the Cavendish, and we don't get it. We swing 6 into the 6, and he gives us 1K counter. So now I'm just thinking, at this point, I'm thinking we're probably going to lose this game. We're gonna fight through it, but at this, like, he's gonna have the combo that we really need, and we don't have any pieces of the combo other than the Kyros. So we're going to tap 7 for the Kyros. We're going to bounce it back. And then we're going to pass. Bounce the Cavendish back to his hand. So now we know he's going to Rebecca Kyros us. So there we go. He taps 7 for the Rebecca Kyros. He's going to be able to bounce the Cavendish back to her hand, which he does. And then he's going to swing 6 life. We give him 2K. And he passes. So now we still don't believe we have stage. We have plenty of blockers. We have another Kyros we can play. We can swing our Kyros into his Cavendish. We can play it. Let's swing 5 life and see what he does. He's going to give us a 1K. And now on our 9 Dawn turn, I think the idea here is we can play another Kyros. Bounce the Frankie back to his hand and swing that Kyros into the Cavendish. Think about whether to swing the Kyros I already have on board. I'm going to swing it, and he gives me 2 2Ks. So then now we're going to tap 7 for the Kyros. We're going to bounce and part of this was I was thinking I could swing that Kyros I played. I don't have stage. I can't play it. Swing it. So I bounced the Cavendish back to his hand, and then tap 2 for an Adale blocker. He swings 5 life, we give him 1k. He swings 5 life again. Thinking about whether I don't want to. I could give him a 2k. I could take the life, but I want to be at 5 cards or less so I can get the draw off of the Dale. So I'm going to do that. Get the draw another 2k. Still haven't found Stage. Still haven't found Rebecca. He's going to swing 9 into the 9. We give him a 2k. And here's where maybe I should have kept the Adale, even though he could have bounced it back probably. He's going to Rebecca Kuros Cavendish again. Now he's going to be able to swing 11 into Kuros, and we're going to lose because all we have is a 2k in hand. The rest are bricks. We finally draw Rebecca, so we couldn't play that, but we don't have a good thing to play off of it. It looks like at this point it's going to be double Cavendishes if we wanted to do it. We could also play the Zoro, but that Zoro can't pop anything. So yeah, just kind of a rough spot. Rebecca finally showed up for work and it's too late, so we're gonna play Rebecca anyways. Here's a miracle. Hope we draw something. We do draw Stage, so that helps. But we needed something like we needed a Luffy or we needed a last Kuros. So the idea here is we're gonna just play 2 Cavendishes, and then we can tap 1 for Stage. We can swing that Cavendish we just played. We get to draw 2, trash 1, filter our hand a little bit. We swing 6 into the 6, draw 2, trash 1. We'll pitch the Zoro. Thinking about where these swings need to go now. We have thinking about whether also I want to play a Leo. I'm gonna swing 9 into the 6. He gives us the Frankie blocker. He gets a draw card. Now he gets to play something back. He gets to play the Leo. He gets to search again. He's gonna grab 2 2Ks. So now his hand's like at 5 cards, and we know he has at least 2 2Ks. We're gonna swing the Rebecca into the Leo they just played. We have 2 Dawn. So here's where we could swing 7 into the Cavendish. We could swing 7 into life. We could swing the Rebecca into the Cavendish between 2 Dawn on it. We could play 1 for the Leo Searcher, and that's what we're gonna do. 1 for Leo Searcher. Let's go searching a little bit. We get to search top 5 for Dressrosa, and then pitch a card after this. So it could grab 2 2Ks. We already have 2 2Ks in hand. So whatever we grab, we're gonna have to pitch one of these cards probably. I'm gonna grab a Rebecca Searcher and a Zoro, and then I can pitch the Zoro, and then I'm just gonna tap 1 for the Rebecca Searcher, and we get to search top 3 for Dressrosa. The rest go to the trash. We can grab that 7 cost Luffy. We're grabbing a Dale. Gonna grab the 7 cost Luffy. Probably should have grabbed the Adale. I think the reason behind the Luffy is maybe I can play him and do some Hail Mary plays with King Kong Gun later, which I don't have currently, but that's the idea. He swings 6 into the 6. He gets to draw 2 trash 1. We're gonna let that die. We get to draw. We do draw into a King Kong Gun. Now he's gonna swing 9 into the 6. We let that die. He swings 5 life. And I'm worried here because if he's got way than enough, plenty of cards in trash. If I go down to 2, he could easily King Kong Gun on one of those, like the Rebecca, for example, swing 10, and I could be in a really rough spot. So I have to counter out of that, in my opinion. He taps 7 for a Luffy and puts the remaining Dawn on it. So he's swinging 10 into the 9. Here's where I make a mistake. I can give him my 1 2K in hand, counter out of this. I know he's going to restand that Luffy and swing again. That Kuros is going to die either way. So my thought process was, if it's going to die either way, I'd rather have the 2K in my hand. What I didn't account for in all this, which was a mistake, was that he's going to restand it anyways and attack my Rebecca. My 4,000 power Rebecca. Because I at least have a prayer of a hope right now with King Kong Gun. But it's going to be pretty much over at this point. So I made some misplays. Now he swings 9 into life and I take. Because at this point, I feel like I have to go for game. His board's incredibly stacked. And I could put that King Kong Gun on the Rebecca that was and swing 10 double attack. I could probably swing 12. But I'm not going to get to. So now now I'm going to search for another King Kong gun, and I'm not going to grab it. So what I can really only grab is those two, or the Luffy. So I'm going to grab a Frankie blocker and a 2K. We're going to pitch the Cavendish. So that was a big mistake there, where I feel like, and still probably the only play is to go for game. What I'm going to do is I'm going to King Kong gun anyways on the lowly Rebecca, which is going to power up to 8,000. So tap 3. It gets an extra 6,000 power, and plus I'm at like 20 cards in trash, so it's going to get double attack. I'm going to put an extra 2 Dawn on it, and we're going to swing 10 double attack. He's going to give me 3 2Ks. He's got like 3 cards left in hand. Now we're going to swing 5 life. We're going to pivot, and we're going to tap 4 for the Frankie blocker, and we're going to pass. His Luffy doesn't restand because he restood it last turn. He can restand it by returning 7 cards. But he's going to start off with a 7K swing, draw 2, trash 1. We can counter out of this, but I don't even know why I'm counting my trash. We're going to... Oh, I think I'm just looking for a cool card. So we're going to grab the Rebecca, and we're going to be able to search. And here's where I should have grabbed the Adeo, but I'm thinking I'm going to lose anyways. The only way I could, in theory, win this game is if I somehow make it out and then have to King Kong gun again. So might as well grab it. He's going to swing... Oh, he King Kong guns the Rebecca, and he swings 11 double attack. So we have to take, and we draw 2 bricks. So now we have, I think, only just a 2K. We have 2 2Ks. And then now he's going to King Kong gun again and put the rest on Kyros. And yeah, that's the game. So all my Rebeccas, don't know where they were. Now looking through my last deck, I see 3 Rebeccas there. The next card, King Kong gun. It was just unfortunate. I feel like I didn't draw well this game, but that's kind of how the deck is. It has tools to find the pieces you need. I was able to find them. He was able to find them. And it's kind of just how it went. I got rolled over. I did make some mistakes though. I think not keeping that Kyros alive 1 extra swing definitely hurt, but he told me he had enough counter in his hand that he would have countered out of pretty much any double attack swing I was going to throw at him. Yeah, so some slight mistakes on my part. Let me know in the comments any other mistakes I made. Thanks for tuning in, guys, and see you next time.